Good morning, everyone. I'm kind of shaky, but then I remembered you're all my friends, so maybe it's just low blood sugar. So I'm going to read it off my phone today. I wanted to print it, but again, that printer never cooperates. So phone, don't fail me. So it's been quite a week, right? My brain's all over the place. I could have written Brad's whole talk today, but I have restrained myself because when I read his readings, there was so much in there. And in pre-talk, we talked about a lot too, and I just listened so I could calm myself down. I wasn't there when my father, Harvard, was born, of course. But I was present on December 25th, 2019, when he took a first breath after he was extubated, after having a tube down his throat to assist him in breathing after he had been in a motor vehicle accident. As the skilled respiratory therapist adjusted the levels of the medications and monitors to allow him to recover his ability to breathe on his own again, I held my breath. And as he was set free from the breathing machines and intubation tubes and apparatus that controlled his in-breaths and his out-breaths, I found myself taking a deep breath and breathing with him. Like a newborn infant taking his first breath of air as its mouth and lungs are set free from the birth canal, I witnessed the pure miracle of life right before my eyes and ears. And again, I wrote a whole book, so I'm just scrolling a little bit to spare you. All the courage and bravery I have witnessed of not only my father, but of the patients that I have worked with as a nurse, and of my own daughter as she went through childbirth with her babies, I am honored and in awe of what my eyes have seen. Amazed at the skill of the healthcare professionals as they gently guide and reassure the patients through their fear and anxiety during every difficult medical procedure and treatment. I have witnessed over and over again the resilience of human beings in life's adversities. In a world of duality, the struggle to stay kind, forgiving, and compassionate clashes with the anger and defense of others or myself being treated unjustly with patronization and condescension, and of being bullied over and over again. I ignorantly thought in the past that if a person was a Christian, they would surely be safe and trustworthy. Now my mind struggles with what I hear from certain persons, the contradictions that are stated of loving God and hating people, hating humanity. What do you want from me? Do you want my blood? Do you want my tears? How? How can I love a person and not love the actions of a person at the same time? How can there be people that are killing and committing genocide, starving other people, and harming others with drugs and gun violence in so many places? And then how can I not feel guilt as I experience abundance, beautiful days, and singing birds in my own backyard? Let me state the obvious that seemingly needs restating. Can you both condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk and still disagree with what he said and stood for? Was he spreading hate? Do you agree with evidence-based scientific research and outcomes, statistics, and proof, and get your vaccinations to protect yourself, babies, and children, and build up your immunity against viruses and disease so that others who have compromised immune systems cannot get sick? Or do you take a risk of getting the illnesses and damaging your body and infecting others? Do you quarantine if you are sick? Do you go out and contaminate others? Do you mask up? If you are not sure, you may spread contagious airborne droplets. Do you cover your mouth when coughing? Do you wash your hands often? That is our first line of defense. Do we eradicate a disease with herd immunity, or do we care if people get horrific diseases, get intubated, develop long-term heart issues, breathing difficulties, and scarring from measles, rubella, polio, varicella, chickenpox, or tuberculosis? Do we research and learn how vaccines and contagions work so we can make an educated decision for ourselves and our loved ones? How can I stay centered and balanced? Am I sane or am I going insane? When someone is nice 1 minute, then mean and lashing out in the next minute. How can I react or not react? In a world of complexity, we are going to bring ourselves back to simplicity by focusing on our breath. We're going to do a breath work together now. This is a coping tool that we can do anywhere when we need it. I'm going to ask you to sit tall. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring your hands over your heart area. Close your eyes. Hear my words. You are worthy of love. You are strong. You are courageous. In your head, say to yourself, I breathe. I become still and listen. I quiet my mind. I acknowledge my thoughts, and then I let them go again. In your head, say to yourself, I breathe. I become still and listen. I quiet my mind, acknowledge my thoughts, and let them go again, over and over. I notice the air entering my body and exiting my body. I am present here and now. I open the lens of my mind. I see the world. I send out loving kindness and courage and strength with my breath and my thoughts to all of the sentient beings in this world. Take a deep breath and exhale. I dial in. I see this country. I see the state and the city where I am. I send out kindness and courage and strength with my breath and my thoughts to all of the living beings, my friends, my family, the lake, the oceans, the redwoods, the maple leaves, the roses, and the lilies. I take a deep breath and slowly exhale it out. I dial in further. I see this building and this room. I see those sitting with me. I see myself, the chair in which I sit upon. I feel the air surrounding my skin. I feel the temperature of it as it enters my body through my nose and travels down past my chest, past my diaphragm, down towards my belly as I draw in deeply to the bottom of my lungs. Again, as I exhale it out, slowly, with intention, until all of it has exited my body, I send love, kindness, courage, and strength with my breath to the persons here and to myself as I try to let go of things I cannot control, of tension in my body and my mind. I see my breath coming in, going out. I feel the life force, the energy surrounding me, holding me, feeling safe at this moment. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. Taking a deep breath in, I open my eyes. I wiggle my fingers and my toes, move my ankles and my wrists. I bring my feet back to the floor and take in a deep breath, reaching my arms up to the sky. Bring your hands back down to your heart in the prayer position. Take another breath. May you have strength and courage and peace. And thank you for being here today.